Therapy Gecko enamel pins are now available at www.therapygecko.com. They ship internationally. Send them to a friend in Canada. Put them on your backpack. Don't eat them. All right, that's it. Let's get into it.
Therapy Gecko's on the line, taking your phone calls every night. Therapy Gecko's doing it right. He's teaching you how to live your life, but he's not really an expert.
Call from
Philip.
Philip?
Hello.
What are you doing, Philip?
Just on my computer and watching wrestling. What's going on, Mr. Gecko?
Ah, man. Not a whole lot. What are some of your favorite things to do on the computer?
Pretty much I'm a casual PC gamer, but mostly play PS5.
Okay. I thought aren't those hard to get?
They were.
But you know a guy.
Yeah, my GameStop manager had I guess you could say has a crush on my soon-to-be ex-wife.
You said the GameStop guy had a crush on your ex-wife?
Yep. And
how did you know this?
Well, let's just say it was like an assumption, but like every time we'd come in, we were all greeted by him by, first name basis.
So you're saying that because you're assuming this guy has a crush on your ex-wife because he calls her by her first name?
Well, that among, other things, he's done so much for us, especially, pre-order the PS5.
Tell me, you said soon to be ex-wife. Why is she your soon to be ex-wife?
She has been nothing but a cheater the past 3 years.
Oh. I can tell that you're a little insecure because you are definitely threatened by this GameStop guy. But also, she sounds like she's giving you some reason to be that way.
Well, sorry to interrupt. As of November,
please.
have been living separately. Because she wants to, she wanted to go try being with an ex who, sadly enough, is actually married and has a third kid on the way.
Well, look, my friend, let me be the first person to congratulate you on escaping that relationship, because that sounds fucking awful.
Honestly, it completely is fucking awful, and it's glad to be on your show, chit chatting with the good looking Gecko.
Hey, man. You don't think what's next for you? What are your plans? What are you gonna do now that you're no longer in this relationship?
Well, I first honestly still have to get the divorce all situated, but you can say I'm no longer in it. As of the new year, I've been intermittent fasting, working on myself. I've been going to therapy, and I'm just pretty much this is going to be all about me, not worrying about my past life, as I call it.
Dude, I love that. There's some, you know what I was thinking about today? And I think people should know. I know that, like, the world sucks ass right now, but I think that eventually we'll get back to some sort of normalcy. And I think that we might even, if you want to be optimistic about it, which I like to be, I think that we'll get to a place that's even better than where we were before. But right now we're all in a bit of downtime. And I think it's good that you're taking this downtime to invest in yourself, so that when we do get to that better place after the shittiness of our current time is over, you're going to be in a beautiful position to reap the opportunities of that new time.
I definitely agree.
Real quick, before you go, I mean, what do you do for fun?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, it's just been stressful. You know, trying to get out of that. So I've just been trying to take up gaming more. I've made a couple friends off Reddit who I have daily conversations with. Sometimes I play games with them myself. Just not. I guess fun would be to not isolate, just put myself out there and,
Rock and roll, man. Thank you. You say your name is Spencer?
Philip.
Philip. Oh my God, I suck. All right. Well, listen, Philip, thank you for calling in, man. Best of luck to you.
Yep, thank you.
Someone send this man a GameStop gift card as a congratulation for getting divorced from a terrible person. No, I don't know his wife. I don't want to call anyone a terrible person who I don't know, but a person who committed I would say terrible relationship transgressions.
Call from
Vinny.
Vinny? Vinny?
Vinny. Yes, sir.
What are you doing?
Watching you. Relaxing. Trying to unwind from work.
What do you do for fun, Vinny?
Play with cars and film, man.
You play with cars?
Yeah, dude.
Like real cars?
Yeah.
Isn't that dangerous?
Camaros and Hondas and shit.
Are you rich?
No.
How much money do
No.
you make a year?
Not enough. Not
Like the
enough.
number.
I'm not going to give you an exact number.
Why not?
Because it's money. It's inappropriate talk.
We talk about like cum and stuff on here.
Dude, we can talk about cum or squirrels or like crazy clowns.
Why won't you tell me
Planet, but
to the
money-
dollar how much money you make a year?
Dude, I only make
you don't
like
have to.
25
This
grand.
conversation doesn't have to end with you telling me, but I want it to end with me understanding why you won't tell me.
I just told you.
You didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, tell me
I
again.
said about 24K.
24K? That's not bad.
Yep. Yeah, it's all right.
How do you? But you say you play around with cars.
Yeah. Like I'm getting ready to do an engine swap on my Integra right now, and it's a big deal. I've been working on
But isn't
like
that an
building and getting
expensive
parts
hobby?
for 4 months. Yeah,
So how
Oh,
do
yeah.
you afford that?
one piece at a time. Or you just save up, or you sell other car parts and do other stuff like that. If I can get a good deal on something, like I have friends, if I can get parts for a good deal, I'll sell it later. Something like that.
Have you ever been
You
hit by a
hustle,
car?
man.
You ever been hit by a car?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about that.
It's horrible. Have you ever been hit by a car?
What's the story of you getting hit by a car?
I was on a bike, so I've rode BMX since I was like 10, and I was riding across town, and I was coming down Main Street where I live, and it's all downhill, and there's the main drag through town. I crossed the boulevard, and someone pegged me because I didn't stop the light was red. I just woke up on the ground. I think I was like 15. Ended up like separating my shoulder and breaking some ribs and everything. I actually got really lucky.
That's a lot. I tell you, it sounds awful.
It wasn't that bad. I survived.
But that happened when you were 15?
Oh, yeah.
How old are you now?
30.
So you haven't been hit by a car since?
No. Thankfully, no.
Maybe cars, it works kind of like lightning. Right?
How so?
You get hit by a car once, you don't get hit by a car again. You kind of have it in you already.
I've been hit by cars since then, but I was just in a car. So I don't know.
How
if
many
I count
times
that.
throughout your entire life have you gotten hit by a car?
4.
How are you, how much debt are you in? Because that's with hospital bills from getting hit by a car from 4 times and having cars as a hobby, you must be in a lot of debt.
No, not really. I manage as good as I can. I'm only in like $2,000, like $2,000 right now, and it's because of COVID.
Okay.
COVID screwed me.
That's
so
not, I
got
thought
laid
it
off
was
for
way
6
worse.
months.
Because it costs a
No.
lot of money to get unhit by a car in a hospital. and
Oh
shit.
yeah. I paid off my medical bills like a year ago, so it hasn't been that long that I've been free.
Well, hot damn. Adam? Fuck.
Vinny.
No, your name isn't Adam. Vinny.
Yeah.
Vinny, is there anything else you wanted to talk about this evening before I let you go?
No, man. I just wanted to kick it and chill for a minute.
Thank you, man. Thank you for sharing your story. You've inspired me to be more careful on the road.
That's
So I
good.
don't hit people
At
with
least you
my
got something
car.
positive from my nonsense.
Because you sound like a nice guy, and I don't want to hit someone with my car if they're a nice guy, you know?
Yeah. It's good. A little bit of awareness is always good.
I'll
That's how we
talk to you
grow.
soon, man.
All right. Have a good night, man.
Call from
Lesbian part.
Lesbian.
Oh my god.
What's
Is it
up?
you?
It's me.
Okay. What was the
Prompt? You want to get into
Yeah,
the
right.
prompt?
Okay, I'm back. What
You
was
wanna
the
do a
question
prompt?
of the night? 'Cause I
The
can
question of the
answer.
night is, the question of the night is, what do you miss?
Damn. I miss toast. I miss bread. Yeah, you're gonna ask me, but I was diagnosed with celiac disease, so I have to be gluten free, and so no wheat, no none of that, or I get really sick, and so I really miss Charlie's rolls, all that good stuff. And I can make my own recipes and stuff at home, or get yeah.
Who are
My
you
mom
talking
just
to?
said, "Hey, Jack."
Can we talk to your mom?
Yeah, of course. Come on in. She's a big fan.
We're gonna talk to her mom.
Hey, Jack.
What's up, dude? How you doing? What's your name?
My name is, they call me Mama Rand, or you can just call me Mom.
Mama Ran. You said I can call you mom? I think that's a
Rand,
little too personal, right? Do we know each other well enough for me to call you mom?
I think so. Sure, you
Sure, why
can.
not?
Once you're a mom, you love
You're
to
mom
be
to
called
everybody. You really are.
So
What,
thank you for what you do.
Yeah.
Oh, don't
need a
thank
pay
me.
raise.
I'm just a dumb green internet man. But I have a question for you, Mom.
Yes.
What do you miss? Is there anything you miss right now?
Mom.
Ooh, what do I miss? God, that's a loaded question. Wow.
Really,
We gotta keep
simmer.
it. We gotta keep
Simmer
it
it too,
PG-13, right?
You could say whatever you want. Tell me. I'm curious. Now I'm very curious. Say whatever you want. You don't have to keep it to anything.
Great.
So I've been divorced twice, sadly,
So, a rough road.
and let's just say Kitty is dead.
I like that you're more concerned with not saying anything inappropriate on the stream than you are saying it in front of your daughter.
It's no, but we're close. We've been through a lot together.
We're tight. We're confused.
And I told her. I've told her.
I'm in
Kitty
college
is
right
dead.
now, but
The kitty is dead. Go on. What? Have you been out on dates? You out there trying to find the
hi.
little buddy?
I was so hurt, really, that I just kind of already had a funeral for her and put her up on a shelf.
No. Do you still masturbate?
I think no, she's so dead. I'd have to get jumper cables.
Nonsense. Look, what your daughter? She's got to help you out. She's got to hook you up with her friends' dads or something like that.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Well, one's an alcoholic and
I'm kidding. I just feel like it's kind of over.
yeah.
No. How old are you? Can I ask you? I know you're not supposed to ask, but you're
No,
also
it's okay.
we're doing a lot of things we're not
These are
supposed to do
open
tonight.
books.
What's up?
I just turned 55.
55? That you don't sound a day over 40.
Oh,
You
you're so
you got to
sweet.
go on the web. So there's plenty of sites that you can go on. You into are you
What do you think?
you could be like a milfy, like, you know, go hit on some like 20-year-old guys. You thought about doing that?
I just got to get. I got to get my armor on, you know.
What does that mean? What is your armor?
So I'm so scared that I'm going to get hurt, or, you know. Because I was, like, everything was perfect, and then different person after you realize other issues, and I'm working on it though, Geck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on it, and I am
How are
proud
you-
of what you do. Don't minimize what you do, man.
How are you working on it? What are the steps that you're taking to work on it?
Trying to take care of me a little better.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I am going to give therapy a chance again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Real therapy, not gecko therapy.
Yeah. There you go, and that. My daughter here, lesbian, named after her dad.
Is her dad a lesbian too?
Yeah.
Was that the
It runs
problem?
in the family.
He's very confused, but
Yeah.
to each his own, you know.
Everybody's different. That's what matters.
So thank you for your advice and your and yeah, my daughter does miss toast, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It took us like 7 years to get her diagnosed with celiac, so
It's rough, but you know, I found some good little snacks here and there, and we're just, you know, every day's a new day. So
yeah.
You know, you guys sound like, you know, there's some struggles there, but you're holding down the fort best as you can.
exactly.
I'm gonna update you, okay? Like during your show, I'll try to text you or something and let you know if Kitty's going for a whirl, okay?
Please do. Let us know how it goes.
Okay.
Don't
Thanks for
send any pictures though. Because then we'll get banned. But
no,
Of course
trust
not.
me.
Never.
Bye, Geck.
beautiful.
Bye, back. See you later.
Goodbye, guys.
Call from
Henry.
Henry, is that you?
Hello.
What are you doing, dude?
I'm just chilling out in bed. What's up with you?
Not a whole lot. I'm just chilling. I'm in a chair and I'm dressed as a gecko and I'm live streaming on the website where people play Fortnite.
Do you play video games?
I play one video game.
What video game?
I play Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. I played a video game recently called Inside. You ever heard of that?
Nah.
It's called Inside. I like that shit.
Somebody in chat just said my friend Justin is correct at Fortnite. Thank you.
Are you Justin?
Yeah,
No, you're
my name
Henry.
is Justin. I'm not the Justin.
Henry, what do you do for fun?
I like to skateboard. I like to play video games. And I like to hang out with friends.
That's a beautiful Tinder bio right there. Can I steal that?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Do you date?
I
How
do
old
date.
are you, Henry?
Oh, I'm 20.
How's dating been for you?
I don't really know my sexuality yet. I've been
questioning it for a while. So I'm kind of staying out of dating until I figure out how, like, who I am. You know what I mean?
Or is figuring out your sexuality, is that for you like an active process? Like you're trying to figure it out, or you're just kind of going with the flow and seeing sort of, you know, how that develops on its own?
Kind of just seeing how it goes. I try not to, like, I don't devote my life to trying to figure it out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you not interested though in like actively experimenting?
Like hooking up with people?
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean, yeah, I've only hooked up with girls before. I don't think that if I ever locked myself down to the sexuality, I don't think it would be 100% gay. I think if anything, I could most likely be bi.
Oh well, I mean, you never have to lock yourself down to anything.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah,
only if
when
that probably comes from like the desire to have a label, I think.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a bullshit desire. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, but like when you were asking about like physically, talking about like people, it's usually just like with women, or like physically active. It's just women.
Mm-hmm.
So does that, like, I think it's like weird to get with a guy, but I think the idea of like being more than a friend with guys isn't a bad thing.
But you think it's in what sense do you think it's weird to get with a guy? Like you personally feel weirded out by it?
Like sexually, like with a guy.
Okay.
Like if I was with a girl, I could. I know it's like.
You could be like romantically attracted to men, but not sexually.
Yeah, but so then I think that I think I'm romantically. Yeah. I think you're right about that. But with women, I mean, I guess I could experiment. I've never been known for like I don't see the fun in like hooking up with people, and it just feels weird. That's why, I mean, I've even thought that I'm, what is it called? Asexual, right?
Yeah.
Or auto, I don't know, something like that. But I mean, it really just depends on the person, which makes it a whole lot more confusing.
I think there's a word for that, like, but I don't know. The words, and I think there's this inherent desire to like, I think maybe like rush. I even just kind of proved it there by saying there's a word for it. There's this inherent desire to like rush towards a label just so that you can take these feelings and put them somewhere and identify yourself as, oh, I am this. But there's no reason to rush to that.
Yeah, you're a pretty good person to talk about this with. You, like, honestly, I've been watching your stream for about a month now. You're really open-minded.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm happy you feel comfortable talking about that.
I think that you're so patient. You get some annoying ass people to get on here, but you put up with them, and I think that says a lot about you as a person.
Well, thanks, man. The annoying people, it's part of the the presentation, because look, in life some people are annoying. I enjoy the diversity of the callers, not just in terms of backgrounds and all that stuff, but also in terms of I like a diverse amount of annoyingness. I think it's good to have that.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I don't want to wrap up our conversation, but I am very tired, and I just wanted to get a call in, but it was actually pretty nice talking to you. Maybe I'll call back. You guys call back?
Yeah. Call back in sometime. You said your name was Henry?
Yeah, Henry.
Woo, baby, I remember your name. Awesome, man.
All
Well,
right.
take care, Henry. You have a good night, man.
All right, I'll call you Friday if I can make it.
Hit me whenever. The line is open. I'm crazy.
All right, peace out, man.
Later, dude.
Bye, guys.
He's a good guy.
Call from
Blake.
Blake.
Holy shit.
How you doing, Blake?
Relieved.
Why relieved? What? Where was the tension beforehand?
It started last Wednesday.
What was the tension?
I was on a trip, an acid trip, and stumbled across your live stream. And sat there and tried to call for hours, and never got the closure I needed.
What? Oh, okay. Why did you feel like there was a need for closure? Like, what was left open for you?
Not having this conversation.
But do you feel like maybe like some sort of parasocial relationship developed between me and you? Because I've never heard your voice before, but you've heard my voice. Do you feel like you need some closure? You need to talk to me for. I don't know. Like, why? Where did that come from?
Whenever I'm tripping, I normally find something and I obsess on it, and try to learn with it and have fun around it.
Okay.
And watching your streams has brought a lot of entertainment and kind of excitement.
Do you think that the stream is better when you are on acid?
Better isn't. I don't know if I would use the word better. I'd say different.
Okay.
Stories were more changed in my head and everything like that, and I was laying in my living room watching you on the TV and calling on my phone, and your face morphing and everything was quite entertaining.
Maybe people always think I'm like high when I'm doing this. I'm not. For me, it's hard because I can't be high and talk to people. That's too much for me. If I'm gonna get high, I want to do it alone. After I don't want to get high and then I've got to go do a thing. I just want to be alone. So that might be an interesting experience to watch it while on drugs.
I can't smoke weed. It's funny. I haven't really met many other people that are like that.
Why can't you smoke weed?
I found this out about 3 years ago. Every time I smoke, whether it be a small amount, I've only had probably 5 pleasurable high experiences out of the 20 or 30 times I've tried. I end up throwing up and I end up greening out pretty much. I throw up, I get nauseous, and I end up getting severe vertigo until I end up passing out from exhaustion.
But acid doesn't do that to you.
No, not at all. I love tripping. I don't do it too frequently because I know it, what the damage it can cause is. But
can you sell me on it? Because my problem is, when I get too high, I think too much, and I don't like being that. I believe I'm happiest. I think people are probably in general happiest when they are outside of themselves and not like in their head overthinking every fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're hanging out with your friends, like you're having a good time. You don't know, like the time is time flies when you're having fun, right? And the time, it moves slowly when you're in your head just anxious and thinking about shit. And weed gets me into that place where I'm in my head and thinking about shit. So I'm under the impression that acid is like weed times 10,000, and it's just gonna put me super deep into my head. Is that true? Is that gonna happen?
From everything that I know and all my experiences, it's mindset. Like this past time, I was with my girlfriend, and she was about to
not literally, but she was about to kill me for me sitting there freaking out about getting on the phone with you. And I was in a very good headspace that whole time, besides stressing and becoming anxious about getting on the phone. But I believe it's, you know, kind of your headspace, what you're around. If you're in a good environment that you like and you are tripping, it'll just amplify.
You said you were stressing about getting on the phone. Were you were stressing about, like, you were stressing about me answering or about me not answering?
About getting through, pretty much. It actually was the first live stream I'd watched. I'd seen clips on Twitter, people had, you know, retweeted and everything like that. I was actually scrolling through Reddit in a park on my come up, and it was about 3 p.m. In Central. It's about 3 p.m. and I saw that you were going to be live streaming at 10 on 10 Eastern. I was like, dude, no way! I gotta watch this guy. I was like, I gotta do it. And since then,
where is this? You said a feeling of stress. I want to know. I want to get to why you felt stressed, because that's a very specific sort of emotion.
I think it stemmed in, like, the obsession over it. The fact of, like, I was like, I want to, because at the beginning for the first 40 minutes, I didn't want to call at all. I was too anxious. And then I was like, I got to call. I got to do this. I have to call. I need to talk to him. And the stress of not being able to get through, I guess, is what it was.
I wonder. How do you feel now? Do you feel better? Do you feel anxious? Are you anxious now that you're on the stream?
A little bit. My heart's racing with kind of like excitement because like I was watching the stream in the background on my phone while calling, and I heard you say my name on the stream, and then I realized it took a second to hit, and I was like, I'm on the
yes.
And because I didn't think I was going to get through, honestly. I was about to give up on calling.
So how would you rate this experience of? I mean, just the whole thing of you trying really hard to call in to then have a conversation about you trying hard to call in.
I rate this an amazing experience. I'm very damn excited to tell my girlfriend when I go to pick her up from work about this. This was an amazing experience. I'm definitely not going to forget this for a while.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for calling in, Blake.
Thank you for answering that.
Of course, man. Look, your determination is much appreciated by the Geck Nation, and I think you got what it takes to make yourself a name here as a Geck warrior.
Thank you, man. That means a lot.
You take care, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, man. Have a good night.
Call from
George. Yo, what's up, Lyle?
Oh my goodness, man. Look, man, I'm not a whole lot. We're nearing midnight. I'm fully gecked out of my mind. I'm psyched. I'm pumped. I'm ready. What are you up to, man? You got anything for me?
I don't. I got stories. I have some stories.
Tell me a story.
Shoot. Let's see. What do I got? Give me a topic.
Ooh. Well, you know, I want to ask you what do you do for fun, man?
What do I do for fun? I bike a lot.
Well, we got another
like
bike.
Cycling. Yeah, it's good. There was that one guy who was in the middle of the field.
Yes, that's an all-time favorite. The
He's
guy
a
who
good
was
guy.
in the middle of the field. He is a good guy. Well,
Yeah.
okay, you bike a lot.
I bike a lot. I used to partake in copious amounts of drugs.
Well, which ones?
Mushrooms, acid, marijuana, cocaine, Xanax were the main ones.
And do you not do so anymore? You said you used to.
No, I don't do that anymore. This was in the span of ages 15 to 17, which was really fucking bad.
That's a lot of shit for 15 to 17.
Yeah. It was some shit. I dropped out of high school because of it. I mean, not solely because of it, but definitely aided, I would say.
Okay, how old are you now?
I'm 19.
What did you do after you dropped out of high school?
Well, it took me about a year. I was like working all the time, and I was working a construction job, so I was railing blow with guys in the fucking back of a construction site, right? And kept doing that, and then I wasn't making enough money. I was spending all my money on shit like that, and then I actually ended up hanging out with my buddies one time, and we fucking took, I think I took like 5 tabs of acid, which is a horrendous amount for anybody.
What did 5 tabs of acid end up doing to you?
I ended up like, it was like sleep paralysis, basically. I just ended up laying on the couch in my buddy's fucking basement, like hallucinating my own intervention, which was wild. So, and I woke up the next day and like
real quick,
like,
tell me about this hallucination of your intervention.
I don't.
How did it go down? I know it's hard to remember it, but if you remember any of it.
The only way I remember it really is because I wrote on my phone on like Snapchat messages. I was like writing fucking with the drawing thing and saving the pictures, and I read them the next morning. And it was like just some whacked out shit like, you gotta stop, blah, blah, blah. It was like talking in the third person as well, like George, blah, 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 has to do this. Wild. So I woke up the next morning, read that, whatever. I was like, oh man, that's fucked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's pretty fucked up. And I haven't done drugs since.
So I think there's someone said that's called an ego death.
Yeah, solid ego death right there.
How long have you been clean for?
19, 17, 2 years.
Awesome, man. Do you have anything?
Yeah.
Did you end up getting your GED or anything like that?
Yeah, I actually the next year after that I went in. My area has fucking programs, so seniors who don't have enough credits can actually get their high school diploma if they qualify for all the GED stuff. So I've got a whole diploma.
Awesome.
It's nice.
What do you want to do with that?
Well, I just got accepted into college yesterday for tech school for auto mechanics. It's good stuff.
Hell yeah, man! You're gonna be like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like the nice guy who, that nice car man that we were talking to earlier.
Nice car. Yeah, no, he was a cool guy. I actually work on Hondas too. I was trying to ask him what he was putting in that Integra. So if he's there, get in the chat. Maybe I'll find it later.
Yeah, to talk some shop.
Right.
Well, Matt, I'm happy for you, man. That must be a lot to like. That must be like, because it's so hard to it's hard to quit one thing, right? It's hard to quit smoking weed or quit cocaine, but to quit all of it at once, it's got to be a nightmare.
Just a straight up, like a full on hit a brick wall, stop. Cold turkey. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. I think I just you have to get past that state mentally before you can actually progress and get anywhere. And I think that kind of is a whole thing with any problem you really have in life. if you are blocking yourself mentally from doing something, you're not going to be able to do it. I mean, if I say, oh, I can't walk up these stairs, and I firmly believe that I can't walk upstairs, I'm not going to be able to walk up the fucking stairs.
Mm-hmm.
But I think an all-around good moral of the story here, whatever, learn from others' mistakes. There were a lot of people that I could have looked at and kind of seen where they were going, and I could have gotten to that point earlier, but I was being a little stupid kid, and just kept doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. And I could have fixed it.
Well, I mean, look, it's good that you at least, sort of, I mean, although that was a lot for a kid to be doing, it's good that you sort of learned your lesson at a very young age. And oh my God, you're still 19.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, I'm still a fucking kid.
You still are, dude. So I mean, it's, especially if you're. Oh fuck, hold on. I don't know if. Could you say something real quick? I don't know if my fucking AirPods just disconnected. Wait. Ah, fuck.
Check 1 2.
Oh, okay. I can hear you now. Beautiful. Sorry, this is a very amateurly produced show. Dude. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I know that's a lot of shit for a kid to be doing, but it's good that you at least learned your lesson now, and like the fact that you've been sober for 2 years and like you've kind of gotten over this, at least, I know it's a struggle every day, and it's a thing to be maintained, but all the best to you, man. It's so young, 19. You got a whole bunch of shit ahead of you, so man, good luck and congrats to you.
Thank you, Lyle.
For sure, man. What'd you say your name was again?
It was George.
George, you take care, George, man. Have a good night. Thank you for calling.
You too, dog. Have a good one.
Call from
Yak.
Yak, is that you?
Oh, buddy, you know me.
Well, I don't. What's up? How are you?
Good, man. How are you, man?
I'm alive as I can be. How are you? Yak.
I'm doing
like the Yakuza.
Well, I was doing really well
Yakuza?
until I remembered the last time I called in, and I'm going to be quite honest with you. I think I messaged you, but I have no idea what happened. All right, it was a bad night. It was a bad night.
Tell me about the last night that you called in. That you say it was a bad night.
I really don't want to bring it back up. It was when
you
you
have to bring it. You can't just talk about it and not bring it back up. You inherently brought it back up.
It was the one where I talked about Animal Crossing and Omegle.
Oh yes, you talked about how you like to talk to boys on Omegle through Animal Crossing.
I watched it the next morning because I was like, did I call the Gecko show? And I can't believe I said that. It's the most embarrassing moment of my life.
You need to remind us what you said.
I called and I said, I like to go on Omegle and talk about Animal Crossing with boys.
Now, why did you say that?
Listen, I was absolutely shit-faced all night. And
okay.
I don't want to switch. I've never been on Omegle. I don't know why I said it. I didn't have any recollection.
So are you calling back for, like, redemption?
No, I would like to call back and take this question normally.
How drunk are you right? I bet you're... Are you, like, only 80% as drunk now as you were then?
I would say a solid 50. All right, it's not as bad. But it's still on that line, that line where I got to keep myself in check to make sure I don't start talking about Omegle again, all right? Because there's a line, man.
All right, I'm going to, against my better judgment, I'm going to let you answer the question of the day.
Okay.
But if you start talking about, just look, I'm trusting you, Yak.
No, I'm not.
Does that mean nothing to you that I trust you?
No.
I trust you too, and
I don't care if you trust me. I'm trusting you.
I'm taking the trust you're giving me, and I'm putting it in my heart. And I'm going to give you a PG answer. All right, there's nothing wrong with this.
You don't have to give me a PG. You just tell me the truth.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you.
Yak, what do you miss?
What do I miss?
Yes, what do you miss?
I miss being a kid, man.
Why do you miss being a kid? What do you miss, or what do you miss about being a kid?
I miss the people. The people more than anything. I could say, you know, the lack of care, or how school was so easy, but I just miss the people. I know I keep in contact with none of the people I know.
What do you mean by you miss the people? Like you miss specifically the people you were friends with when you were a kid?
Yeah, I do. I had this friend group when I was in the 4th grade. It was the coolest people I ever met. We played the Minecraft. Oh, baby, it was so much fun. I spent so many late hours. How old am I?
Yeah.
22. 98. Born in 98.
Yeah, no, there was Minecraft in 4th grade. I'm sorry, yeah, there was.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was very new, but
I'm sorry. You sound like you're 52. Are you?
I do.
But do you know that? Do you know that?
I get that a lot. But if you saw my face, you'd be like, "There's no way that guy sounds like he's 52."
So isn't this crazy? You know, you came in here, you said something weird about boys, and then it turns out you yourself are a boy.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could. A demographic could consider me a boy.
Would you go back and would you go back and become a kid if you could? No, I'm a gecko. Would you go back and become a kid again?
Under what circumstances? Could I if I could rewind time? Or
yeah, rewind
if
time.
I became a kid right now?
Rewind time.
Rewind time? Without a doubt in my mind.
Yak!
What I remember now?
No. Yak, don't do that, man. I would never do that. Never, don't do that. Don't regress. Yak, because look, Dak, you're only 22, dude. Like, fuck being a kid. Being a kid sucked. You couldn't do anything.
I regret everything.
You were a stupid fucking
I regret
kid.
everything. I would do it again if I had the chance.
No, don't do it. No, you have. But by the way, you have the chance to do it again, because you're 22.
Yeah,
you have
but
a whole life.
The school. I could have spent so much time just jerking around, man. I could have had so much more fun if I knew it was ending.
You can have more fun. What fun? Okay, fun when you're in 4th grade sucks. Okay, look, I played Call of Duty Zombies with my friends in 4th grade too, and it wasn't that good. Looking back on it.
It was that good though. It was. It was good in the moment.
There's so much more to life than that you could experience.
In 40 years, are you gonna look back on you dressing up as you being a gecko and go, why did I do that? No, you're gonna go, I love doing that when I was a gecko. Okay.
Yeah. I am, and I'm not in 4th grade.
I'm not either.
Okay, but you, but I didn't even know. I've been doing this for less than 6 months. I've not been doing this.
You were dressing up as a bee more than 6 months ago and going on the bee factory.
Yeah, but that didn't even. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like, dude, when you were fucking like, you could have whatever your version is of dressing up as a gecko and being like, oh, that's a good thing to do. But that could be ahead of you. But you won't even be able to find it if you're too busy like thinking about how fun it was to play Minecraft when you were in 4th grade.
No. But that's the point. The point is, I would do it again just to do it again. I would go back for a day if I could just have a day back there. I don't want to get rid of now.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'd fuck around with the day. But you weren't talking about fucking around with the day. You were talking about going back. That's what I was saying.
No. Well, I mean, if I could relive it and just continue, like if I could just relive it now and just do everything again, even if I did it exactly the same, would I never be satisfied? Probably. But would I do it? Yes. We as humans are never going to be satisfied with what we do. We could always say we could have done more, even though we couldn't have.
Oh my! But you know what? You sound like you're 52, not just because of your voice, but because of the way that you sound like you're fucking 85 right now. You sound like you're dying. You're not dying. You're 22. You have so much life. What are you talking about? Go play Minecraft right now.
I don't want to play Minecraft right now.
Then okay, but then why do you want to play Minecraft if you don't want to play Minecraft?
I want to play as a 12-year-old in Mrs. Lusby's class.
Fuck Mrs. Lusby, dude.
Mrs. Lusby was a great teacher, and everyone.
I'm sure she was, but she's probably dead now, and you have a whole life that you have to go live.
She is dead, I think.
All right, so she's in the past, and now you have your own life that you can go live.
What am I supposed to do? I don't even know what I'm doing, Gek. What am I supposed to do? What I have?
What do you want to do?
I don't know what I want to do. I want to do something.
Look, by the way, sometimes you figure out what you want to do by just doing shit. I never woke up and was like, I never ever. There's never like with this shit. I know you if you want to bring up this shit as an example, I was never like, I want to go be a gecko and take calls. I just started doing things and fucking around with the tools around me that I thought were interesting, and then something came out of it, and I ended up rolling with it. But it didn't come from like a, so that's what you gotta do. You gotta just look at the tools around you and start fucking around with them and experimenting and doing things. Don't think about going back to being 12 and playing Minecraft, because those days are over. And you're only 22. You're not like 85.
Think about going back you don't think about the days when you were in the fourth grade and think about them so sweetly. You don't do that.
No, honestly, I try not to. I mean, look, I look fondly at my life, but I'm interested more in the present than I am in the past.
If you died tomorrow, would you be content with your life?
Totally, 100%.
Really?
Yes.
There's nothing you want to do. You'd want to be like, I wish I could have done that before I died.
There's a lot of things I want to do before I die, but if I fucking died right now, I have had a great life. You sound like you've had a good life too. I mean, like most people. I don't want to get into other people's bullshit, but there's more. You have so much more life left to live. I don't know why you're throwing in the towel at 22.
I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm trying things. All right. I'm trying to make this movie.
You're trying to make a movie?
Okay. I'm trying to make a movie.
Go make a movie. I like that idea. I like you making a movie.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Make a documentary about Mrs. Wubsy. Make an ode to her life.
An ode?
Yes, an ode.
Mrs. Wubsy liked lighthouses, all right? She liked lighthouses, and she was fat. She was morbidly obese. No offense to Mrs. Wubsy.
I don't.
I'm just thinking, all right? I'm just thinking out loud. All right.
Listen, Yak. Thank you for calling in, man. And look, go give Mrs. Wubsy a call. Find out if is she really dead?
I don't know.
Then you don't. If you don't know if she's dead or not,
she was really old.
Then you don't care about her. Then she's not that important in your present life.
Okay,
so you should move on.
I will look then. I will look.
The people that I know, anyone who is important to me in my present day life, I know the status of whether or not they're alive or dead.
She's not important to me. I'm not, checking my watch every minute to see how Mrs. Wubsy is. Maybe my buddy Tony who lives down the street. Maybe I'll go check in on him. But not. Okay, see, I type in her name and it comes up with a town.
All right. Yak.
You need to take some other calls. I don't know what you're doing with me.
Good luck, Yak. I'm that serious. Good luck. Think about what I said.
Thank you.
Fuck Mrs. Wubsy and fuck Minecraft. Go make a movie.
All right, I'll try. All right.
I love you, man. I'll talk to you soon. Good night, Yak.
All right. Good night.
Call from
Flo.
Flo. You know, Flo, you and I can relate. You and I have a thing that we can relate to.
Absolutely.
Guess what? You know what it is?
We both graduated in 2008.
No. How do you know? I didn't graduate in 2008. What, you graduated from when? 2008.
High school.
Who can guess what Flo and I have in common to bond over? Flo, think here.
You know, I'm really trying, but I'm not getting anything.
Flo, we both get a disgusting amount of unfunny insurance jokes messaged to us on a daily basis.
You're right. You're right.
How does that feel for you?
You know, not bad, not great. I think it was worse when my dad said I looked like her when I was like 16, and I was like, no, I do not. Thanks, Dad.
There's nothing wrong with looking like Flo. She's very beautiful.
Well, I'm not saying she's not beautiful, but I'm saying I do not look anything like her.
Well, listen, Flo, you must have called in for a reason. How can I help you this evening?
You know, I've just been watching your stream probably since the beginning of the year, I think it was.
The beginning of this year?
Of this year, yeah.
Okay.
It's only been like maybe a week or two.
2020 Gecko Nation. And what's your least favorite part of the stream? What parts of it make you want to turn it off?
The boring calls.
Okay. The boring. How do you define a boring call?
I don't know. There's just sometimes when you get some calls that are usually from 30-something males that just don't have anything to talk about. But also, I really dislike a lot of the underage calls and the really trolly calls.
So you say the most boring calls are from like 30-year-old men that don't have anything to talk about. Is there anyone in particular that you maybe remember? You don't have to know their names, but a situation you can describe that you remember it being very boring? Well, I guess that's hard because it's boring, so you probably didn't remember it, but...
Yeah, exactly. Man, I know it was one of the first times I watched the stream, and he just seemed to drone on, and the conversation went nowhere.
Do you think that this call is boring?
I mean, it definitely could be. There's not as much spice to the call as you usually have, because a lot of people have a lot of hot takes.
Hot takes. So you think that it would spice up the call for either of us to have a hot take to present to the stream or to each other?
Absolutely.
This is interesting for me because I want to know, you know, look, I think that you can't improve something unless if you're willing to accept the flaws of it. So this is interesting information for me. I mean, what do you think I could do to make these calls less boring?
Definitely have a fire round of questions.
Fire round. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, like just off topic, completely just bam, bam, bam. What do they got to say about a topic that makes absolutely no sense? Like, for example, what do you think about a vino lotion?
A vino lotion?
Yeah.
I don't like that question that much because it feels sort of closed, right? Like a vino lotion. It's like I don't think anything of it. I have no experience. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, okay.
But what do you mean exactly? That would be boring because I don't know what it is. I don't have a strong opinion about it.
Yes, but take something where you do have a strong opinion, right? Like, do you like bottled water?
Do I like what?
Bottled water.
Yeah, I like bottled water.
See? There's something there for everybody. Here's my hottest take that I have.
Okay.
Do you remember All Summer Long came out in 2008 was a mashup of Sweet Home Alabama and
You have a weird fascination with 2008. Was that a good year for you?
Oh, absolutely not. Fucking hated that song. And I think Kid Rock is a horrible artist. There. Said it.
Here's my thing is I don't really do anything aside from this. I really do just sit at home and stare at a wall. So like I'm not good at talking about bands or pop culture or bottled water. I don't have hot takes. I'm not knowledgeable enough for hot takes. That's kind of why like 90% of the stream is, listening to other people because I don't have strong takes. Actually, that's not true. The other day I was talking about how we should be allowed to poop in public, but I was kidding. Like, Phil, I was 80% kidding. Was this a boring call? Be honest.
Oh, definitely.
You think it was definitely boring?
It was definitely boring because, honestly, 100% I had no fucking, idea that I was going to get through.
We're fucked, dude. We can't. We're fucked. This isn't gonna go. This is not good. I don't think this is sustainable to just have all these boring calls. What are we gonna do?
I mean, you gotta find somebody that's probably better than I am at talking on the therapy gecko. Honestly, though, what I really wanted to say was I really enjoyed your haiku stream last week.
Oh, thank you. Tomorrow, Experimental Tuesdays. I got a good thing cooking for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Will you be there?
Spoilers?
No spoilers. You gotta be there. But are you gonna be there?
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna be listening. I listen every single time.
Every single time, even though it's boring. That's how I know you're a real one. All right, look, I'm boring you. We're boring each other. We should get off the phone with each other. Do you think that would be helpful to both of us?
I mean, honestly, probably, but also, I'm kind of having a little fun trolling chat just because they're calling me boring.
How are you? No one's trolling anyone. We're just on the phone.
I know, but it's just amazingly funny that I get to be the boring one.
Well, see, I don't have anything to say to that because you know what? What'd you say your name was? Flo. Like the girl from Progressive, the car insurance lady. Do you sell insurance?
No.
I'll talk to you later, Flo.
All right. I love you, Gecko.
I love you too.
Call from
Mark. Listen, my friend, I am a man of little time, so do you care if I give this call to a friend of mine?
Nah, go for it.
All right. Tony.
We'll wait for him.
Hello?
Tony?
Hey, man, how's it going?
It's going all right. Real quick, I want to hear you thank your friend Mark for giving away his call to you.
Mark, I really appreciate it. We've been trying this for about an hour and a half now. I just want to give Mark a shout out because he's been my friend since 3rd grade. And, yeah.
It was nice of him to give away his call like that to you. Do you feel sort of a pressure to make it worthwhile to make this a good call for his sake because he donated it to you?
I do. I'll make it a good call.
Well, the joke's on you because there is no such thing as a qualitative judgment of the calls. It's not a real thing. These are just calls,
dude. One more time? Just calls.
What do you do for fun, Tony?
For fun.
So I live in Louisiana, right? And in Louisiana, you can do this thing like you can do alligator wrestling. Really, it's like really readily available. Like you can go to a place, and they'll teach you how to wrestle alligators for like $50.
Now, when you go to do alligator wrestling, who typically wins between you and the alligator?
Well, I only do the baby ones because I don't really want to like. You can choose like. I only weigh like 140 pounds, so I have to do like the little ones because the big ones they'll just eat me. So you can pick like tiers. Like there's like tiers of alligators and their sizes. So like the small ones, I mean obviously I win because if I didn't, then that wouldn't be good.
Okay,
but,
hold on. I don't think I wouldn't say like obviously you win. I still feel like a baby alligator is a threat.
You're right. They've got some safety precautions because the baby alligators. I mean,
do they have safety precautions for the alligators themselves? Because that's the thing, right? Is who really wins when you beat up a baby alligator? Does anyone win?
Mean, I say baby, but like they're just like small alligators. I should say they're not like. It's not like we're taking.
Because I'm imagining like a cute little tiny little alligator with like big bulgy eyes. That's like begging you, please don't wrestle. That's saying to you, please don't wrestle me. It hurts. I just want to go home.
No. I'm not evil, so like you've got like there's like 3-4 foot long alligators, and there's like the terrifying like 6-7 foot alligators. They're just like monsters. So. The small ones, you gotta there's the strategy that they teach you, and it's just you got to get behind them, knee to the neck, you put them in like a chokehold, and I mean you pretty much got it at that point. Then you got to tape up like their mouth and stuff so they don't just bite your nose off.
What inspired you to want to wrestle alligators?
Well, I'm scared of them, and it's something I like to do. Is to challenge my fears. It's like a self-improvement kind of thing. Like if I'm scared of doing something, doing it will negate that fear.
But don't you feel bad for the baby alligator? Don't you feel bad when you're putting your knee on the neck of a baby alligator?
I do, but not in the moment. There's a lot of adrenaline with
I'll tell you, the
alligators.
moment is where it counts the most, because the moment is when you're doing it.
Yeah. I've only wrestled them a couple times. I just 2 times in the summer of 2014. There was just something in the air, and I thought wrestling alligators sounded like a good idea. But as my fear diminished, I realized that's not really a nice thing to do to the alligators. Is to just wrestle them and then you let them go. But I wouldn't want an alligator wrestling my child.
It's true.
So I kind of went back.
It's true. It's scary. It's right. Imagine if alligators tried to wrestle us. That would be we'd be
I
terrified.
Wouldn't appreciate it. Yeah, but I think the alligators are just as scared of us as we are of them.
I like that as like the central theme of this, right? We think of alligators as terrifying, and like they don't give a fuck and they're badass because they're alligators, but in reality they're scared of us too, and we sort of have to come to a mutual. I think that's how we solve this is humans and alligators need to come to a mutual understanding that there's actually more that we actually have more in common. There's more that brings us together than separates us from each other. As
100%
mammals.
agree with you. 100%.
Have you ever gotten your ass kicked by one of these alligators? Has any of them ever beaten you?
I have not myself, but I've seen it happen because these alligators, you know, they like the ones that I wrestle. I got to go with the lower tier. You know, I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger here, so like the alligators that I wrestle are the small ones. You know, I've got the benefit of the doubt there. But there was a guy who you gotta there's like a line, and this guy was wrestling this 6 foot long alligator, dude, and he goes to put the knee on the neck like I told you, and he the alligator moves, he turns his neck, the guy's knee misses, and the alligator runs away, and they had to go down and catch the alligator, but
he was trying to escape because someone was trying to put his knee on his neck.
He didn't even fight back. He just ran, and so he didn't really get his ass.
Must be terrified.
I would be.
If
an alligator tried to put his knee on my neck, I'm not sticking around. I'll tell you.
If an alligator tried to put his knee on my neck and I had the opportunity to either fight the alligator or run away, I would absolutely run away from the alligator.
I would run so fast, it's not even funny.
Well, man, when's the last time that you went alligator wrestling?
That was 6 years ago.
And you're clean now?
I'm clean. I'm 6 years clean. I've got a little token and everything. I don't plan on wrestling any more alligators because
you know what I want to do? I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, it's all right. You go ahead.
No, please. You realized?
Oh, I just realized that it's not, nice to wrestle alligators for fun.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking about what if I opened like a gecko wrestling place where you could come and you could wrestle geckos, but the only gecko there is me, and it's just people come and they wrestle me, and then at the end we kiss.
If you would offer me if I could buy a stock into that company, I would do it.
I'll let you know when we go public.
Hit me up.
I'll talk to you soon, man. Thank you for calling.
Thank you for letting me.
Call from
Riffner.
Hello?
Lyle?
Where do we go when we die?
Oh, we're trying to figure that out. I don't think it matters where we go. I think it matters the legacy we leave.
What's your name?
Riffner.
Or a series of you said Rickmas?
Riffner, Riffner.
Riffner, what do you believe your legacy will be?
Right now, my legacy would be.
Or actually, you give me an idea here. If you died tomorrow, what would your legacy be? And then I want to hear what you hope your legacy to be for your whole life. So tell me now, what would your legacy be if you died tomorrow? If you got hit by a bus?
Okay, if I died tomorrow, my legacy would be, honestly, to be honest with you, Lyle, my legacy would be that someone who had a kid at 20, and that would be it.
Your legacy would be to be a kid at 20?
No, I had a kid at 20.
You had a kid at 20?
Yeah.
So you have a kid?
Yeah.
So your kid would be your legacy?
Correct, but I don't think that counts because it's I don't think I've had much of an impact on her life yet,
Okay, how old is she?
She's going to be a year on the 25th.
Nice. A year is... You can have a fair amount of an impact on a year. Actually, I guess not. I don't know. I'm not an early childhood specialist gecko. But, Okay, so what do you hope for your legacy to be throughout your whole life?
I would hope that it would be someone who could do right by his kid.
Okay.
You know.
And
So,
in what way do you hope to do right by your kids?
be able to like just be like a supportive father, be a loved father, show them care, affection, you know. The essentials.
How do you feel about having had kids pretty young?
You know, originally I was turned off by it. Like it was something that I was kind of ashamed of, to be honest. But now I've like been through a whole year of it, and it's kind of the most amazing thing that like I've ever been through. You know.
You said you were ashamed of it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Why were you ashamed?
Because I wasn't totally like I wasn't totally emotionally invested in the person I had her with, so it kind of was like I was in a weird situation where like
okay.
I felt like I had to be there for that person, and I had to like support this person when they didn't really care about me. But I'm out of that now. I'm trying my best to move on.
Yeah, you know, I don't feel like your relationship with the kid has to be predicated in any way, shape, or form by the relationship with the person you had her with.
I agree with you. It's just that her mom makes that kind of difficult sometimes.
Sure, but you know, I mean, you have sort of your own, I mean, look, you have your own relationship with your kid. It's untethered to your mom, and you know that's a whole thing for you to develop.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to think here. Does it? Why was your relationship strained with the mother?
There's a long list of answers to that question.
Sure.
But I was kind of, I guess basically I was like supposed to be this emotional support person for her, and I just like couldn't be that, you know, and she got pissed at it.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of work to, you know, support a significant other and to support a kid. And it's a lot of work for someone who's 22.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's good to hear that you're excited for, you know, fostering a relationship with your kid. You know, and I can tell that you mean that. I can tell that you're invested in that relationship.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. Like to be honest with you, man. Like, so she doesn't live in like the same state with me, right? And over the summer, I had to like with COVID and like school starting and stuff, I had to move like miles and miles away from her, and I was going through like the worst shit of my life. And your stream, your podcast is like the only thing that got me through it.
Oh, thank you, man. I'm glad that you dug that. Yeah. I'm happy that it helped in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, dude.
Man, is there any like anything else that you wanted to sort of talk about? Have we not spoken before?
We have not. I've been in your chat a few times, and I've been listening since like August, September, I think.
Oh shit! You've probably been here like I've been doing it since August-ish, June-ish.
You know what? No, I've been here since the second episode of the podcast came out. So not like since the beginning, but I've been here for a while.
No, that's pretty much the beginning. Yeah, dude. Is there anything that else that you wanted to share before we go?
Not particularly. This was kind of exactly what I imagined out of our first talk. Just wanted to let you know, like, how awesome your stream's been for me, man. Like, it's really been, like, the shit, dude.
You got any? You got any? Let's. I think I've talked to a few other young parents out there. You got any words of advice for any other young parents out there that might be having a difficult time with the situation?
Just make it all about the kids. Like that's really at the end of the day what it's about. Like your own insecurities are valid, but like it's part of who you are, and so just like focus on the kid.
Totally, man. Yeah, I feel like that's a thing. I obviously I don't have kids, but I've heard that that's a thing. When you have kids, it's that you have the opportunity to focus on something that's completely outside of yourself.
Yeah, totally.
So.
And that itself comes with like the pursuit to get there comes with like a whole other slew of self-improvement along the way, and it's just awesome.
Oh, totally. I mean, it's difficult. Look, I'll say, it's hard because when you're single, your life is all you go from, especially when you go from like your life is all about you, and then all of a sudden that's not the case anymore. That's a difficult transition to make. But yeah, man, good luck to you, and good luck to your kid, man. Thank you for calling in, and I appreciate the kind words.
Yeah, thank you, Lyle. You have a good night.
You too, man. Take care.
You too.
Therapy Geckos on